Hi, Tim from Scott Country International. Summer's here, just about. Maybe some parts of the UK, just about here. Anyway, DPD's just been to my door and dropped me off something very exciting from the office. This is the new Element Titan 3K. Now, this is a laser rangefinder with a ballistics chip built in. There's two models in the range. There's a 1500, which is a slightly smaller, compact device, more sort of rimfire air rifle area and centre fire, and then there's the 3K model, so denoting 1500 metres, 3K denoting 3000 metres. Now it comes in a nice little webbing strap bag, like a little carry case there. It can go on your stalking harness or on your belt if you're that way inclined. Inside you've got the device itself, so powered by an 18650, mode, power, USB, viewfinder, sender and receiver. So a nice little device there. Now what this does, it pairs with the Element ballistics app, so you'll put your data into there, send the profile to the device, disconnect your phone, that's done, and it'll give everything the full readout in this. So there'll be a full review coming on this with some long range shooting. Obviously summer's here, day scope's on, so yeah, stay tuned for that one. Cheers.
Hi guys, it's Joe here with Scott Country International. Scott Country sent me down the Infiray Tube TL35 V3 thermal rifle scope just to try out. So I've mounted it onto my 2.2 air rifle. As you'll see here from the mounting, I've had to use an Eagle Vision adjustable mount, and then mounted the switch on switch off mounts onto that as well. And the reason for that is because the magazine here, when you've got it on, won't fit, even though I've got the smaller magazines. These are 3D printed ones as well. So anyway, it looks a bit goofy, but it should do the job. So I'm quite happy with that for a minute. I've just got the truck here, little thermal target, well, target with a little bit of thermal set up over there, and we're gonna have a little go and see how many shots it's going to take us to get it on zero. Start here at about 20 odd meters, and then we'll head back to about, I don't know, 35, something like that, which is roughly how I normally have it. Okay, so literally first shot off the mount, slightly high and right, so let's see if we can correct that fairly quickly. Looks about right. Right, so one shot straight off. I swear this is the first time, you wouldn't believe it, but that's what I've done. And now I seem to be a lot higher than I was before, so it just goes to show sometimes you need to know what it is you're doing with a scope. Try again.
Right guys, so whilst you're watching me muck around with the scope, having not read the manual, I'll just give you the specifications for this model. The Infiray Tube TL35 V3 comes with a thermal sensor, net D sub 40 millikelvin. You've got a detection resolution in that of 384 by 288. Magnification within the scope is 3 starting, going all the way up to 12.5 in increments using the dial on the top. The display resolution at the rear is 1280 by 960, and the scope has a detection range of around 1800 meters, a little bit more. You've got a built-in battery pack with this, with a replaceable 18500 battery, and they're expecting the max battery life out of this to be 10 hours. So it's a good long-lasting scope for all those people there that like to go out on a nice long night.
I'm a bit baffled. It's getting further and further away.
It was about at this point I realised that I needed to be moving the crosshairs to the point of impact, not the opposite way round. What an idiot.
And there we go. Easy as that. I'll take another toot. I don't think we have to be worried about another one on that. Right, so we'll pause it there. Okay, 20 metres done. We're going to have a quick look at that actually. Of course, me being the absolute donut head that I am, we were looking at this one here being the first shot, which was pretty bloody close to be honest with you anyway. That being the second shot because I adjusted it in the wrong direction because I'm an idiot. And that being the third shot because I corrected it and adjusted it even worse. And that, my friends, being shot 1 and 2 properly zeroed. We'll head back to 35 metres now. We'll try and get that sorted. Right, okay, so time now is about 10 to 10. We're going to have a quick look around, see if we can spot some deer, a few rabbits, and I've only been here a few minutes. Seen a couple of deer in the hedge there. There's a little rabbit straight in front, which I wasn't even looking at to be honest. About 25 metres. He's dispatched. It's another job I'm supposed to be doing here, but don't get around to. So, not a bad little start. Obviously the zeroing worked, so happy days.
As I walked down the field here along the hedge line and looked over the gate, I could see a group of fallow in the distance. As I was just watching them and flicking through the scope, out popped this rabbit, so unfortunately he had to go as well. Always nice to see some roe out on this permission. This deer here, this doe is about 100 metres away. Again, you can clearly identify her through the scope as a roe doe, so I'm happy with that. She did come in quite close actually. I managed to get her into about 30-40 metres whilst filming her. Really nice to see. And you can see really well through the scope at this kind of range, which is the exact kind of range that's absolutely perfect for rimfire and air rifle. A little bit later on in the evening, I was just walking around a couple of other fields just seeing what was about. There's a fox there at the top left in the distance, and then its mate coming across. Just good really for you to be able to see what this scope's capable of. These foxes are out at 200 metres further away there and about 140 going into the hedge. So again, perfectly clear to identify them as foxes at that range. Really nice. And just rounding the corner again, here's another group of fallow. You can see them in the image here about 40 metres away, and they head off down to the field, which is about 350 metres, 400 metres over there in the far corner. Image still looks very clear, definitely identify them as deer, so I'm 100% with that. Good.
Right guys, so I'm back at the truck now. It's a pretty decent evening all in all. Plenty to see out there this evening, plenty of deer around, which I was quite surprised by to be honest, but anyway, never mind. I've been asked to keep the rabbits under control on this permission as well as the crows, but 6 rabbits in the bag, no crows, because I got here far too late because I was faffing around at home. Never mind. The Infiray tube, nice tidy scope, good thermal image off of it for a 384 sensor. Obviously if you wanted something that was going to be for longer range you'd need to go 640, but this for rabbits, you know, the kind of things that I've been using it for this evening, obviously ideal. Something that's a bit more budget friendly and not going to absolutely break the bank, but still going to get you into the thermal world and doing a good job. So yeah, quite impressed with it. I'll keep using it over the next few days and hopefully get a bit more footage as well and put it all together. But it's yeah, it's been pretty decent. So, and like you could see from the footage earlier, if I wasn't such an idiot, I would have been able to zero it in a couple of shots. So that was, yeah, pretty simple really. So go to the website www.scottcountry.co.uk to find the Infiray tube. There's a few different options on there which you can look at. Thanks for watching the Night Vision show. Like, subscribe, and we'll catch you again soon. All the best. Cheers.
So if you enjoyed this week's episode, please like, share and subscribe and hit the notification bell to get notified when we release all our latest videos. And all the products you've seen in this video are available on our website at scottcountry.co.uk. Head over there now. All yours today. Cheers.